Today, we're talking about a company that had humble beginnings as the passion project of two Microsoft employees, and now holds the position of a major company in the gaming sphere. Valve Corporation, founded in 1996 by Gabe Newell and Mike Harrington, has been a prominent player in the world of video game development and digital distribution for decades. Its story is one of innovation, groundbreaking titles, and a fair share of controversy. Let's get straight into it. The journey of Valve Corporation began in Kirkland, Washington, when two former Microsoft employees, Gabe Newell and Mike Harrington, decided to create their own gaming company. They set out with a vision to create games that pushed the boundaries of technology and storytelling. Little did they know that this vision would lead to some of the most iconic titles in the history of the gaming industry. Valve's breakthrough came in 1998 with the release of its first game, Half-Life, just 2 years after its launch. This first-person shooter redefined the genre with its immersive storytelling and realistic physics. Players stepped into the shoes of Dr. Gordon Freeman, a scientist battling alien invaders and government forces. Half-Life was an instant hit, receiving praise for its realism and creativity. This was what first established Valve as a force to be reckoned with in the gaming world. Building on the success of Half-Life, Valve introduced 3 expansions for Half-Life: Opposing Force in 1999, Blue Shift, and Decay in 2001. These expansions allowed players to explore the game's universe from different perspectives and added depth to the narrative. In 1999, Valve released Counter-Strike. This multiplayer first-person shooter was a game-changer in its own right. It was a tactical battle between terrorists and counter-terrorists, where teamwork and strategy took center stage. The game's competitive nature made it an instant hit, and its online multiplayer features laid the groundwork for the rise of competitive esports worldwide. Counter-Strike tournaments became a sensation, with professional players and teams emerging on the scene. 1999 also witnessed the release of Team Fortress Classic. This class-based shooter was like a breath of fresh air, introducing players to a bunch of quirky characters, each with their own special powers. It was all about teamwork, and the game's humorous style really won players over. This success led to the birth of its sequel, Team Fortress 2 in 2007. Team Fortress 2 kept the humor and camaraderie alive and solidified Valve's position as the king of team-based multiplayer games. As Valve grew even bigger in the gaming world, it looked for new ways to take control of the games it was creating. So in 2003, it launched Steam. Steam was nothing short of a trailblazer. It allowed users to purchase and download games directly to their computers and eliminated the need for physical copies. The platform transformed the way people bought and played games, making it easier and more efficient. Steam's library expanded rapidly, offering a growing number of titles from various developers. This convenience of digital downloads marked a revolution in the gaming industry. As a result, Steam's success was exponential. It quickly became the go-to platform for game distribution. Gamers flocked to Steam not only for its convenience, but also for the frequent sales and discounts that Valve offered. Now, coming back to Valve's game releases, after several years of development, Valve transitioned Half-Life into an episodic narrative format, launching Half-Life 2 Episode 1 in 2006. This installment was to be the first in a trilogy, but the third episode has still not been released. Then, in 2007, Valve unleashed another masterpiece, Portal. Portal not only pushed the boundaries of gameplay, but also introduced players to the unforgettable AI, GLaDOS. The game involved using portals to solve puzzles, a concept that had never been explored with such finesse before. Once again, Valve had come up with a game that received rave reviews and became a cult classic. But despite the success of Valve's single-player games, something changed after the release of Portal 2 in 2011. This marked the last time Valve released a single-player game for a long 9-year stretch. Fans of Valve's storytelling and immersive experiences were left waiting for the next installment in the Half-Life series, Half-Life 2 Episode 3, a sequel they'd been eagerly anticipating. So why the long hiatus? Well, Valve decided to shift its focus towards multiplayer games and its digital platform, Steam. They went all in on games like Dota 2 and Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and they were also super busy maintaining the Steam platform. These multiplayer games gained massive followings, especially in the competitive esports scene, and Valve needed to keep them updated and fresh. They couldn't spread themselves too thin by juggling both single-player and multiplayer projects. But what's also interesting is Valve's unique work environment. They're known for not being into traditional hierarchies, and they love giving their employees a lot of freedom. This is great because it encourages creativity and innovation, but it can also lead to delays and indecision. Without a clear, structured approach, projects at Valve often dragged along at their own pace. Developers got to choose what they wanted to work on, which is great for creativity, but probably not so great for focus and deadlines. This unstructured approach might have also contributed to the lack of single-player games for a while. Without a more traditional development pipeline, things might not have moved as quickly as fans hoped. The dry spell eventually came to an end when Valve dropped Half-Life Alyx in 2020. This was a virtual reality prequel to the Half-Life series. However, this 9-year hiatus between single-player game releases wasn't just about waiting for the next Half-Life. Valve was involved in various projects, some of which were eventually scrapped or delayed indefinitely. One of the most notable was Half-Life 2 Episode 3. Rumors about the game had been circulating for years, but Valve remained tight-lipped about its development. Despite numerous teases and leaks, the game never materialized, leaving fans in a state of perpetual anticipation. Another ambitious project was Left 4 Dead 3. The Left 4 Dead series was known for its cooperative zombie shooting style gameplay. Valve had fans excited about a third installment, but the project was shelved, and no official announcement had been made about its future. On top of delays and failed projects, Valve also found itself in the middle of several controversies. Some of the most significant issues revolved around its digital distribution platform, Steam. A big issue that cropped up was how there was a ton of gambling, loot boxes, and skin betting going on within the Steam platform. These activities attracted a younger audience and raised concerns about underage gambling. Valve faced legal challenges and public backlash for failing to regulate these practices effectively. It responded to these legal challenges by taking action to address some of the concerns surrounding gambling on its platform. The company implemented measures to restrict access to underage audiences, increase transparency, and cooperate with regulatory authorities. Valve was also criticized for its perceived anti-consumer behavior. The company's hands-off approach to moderating the Steam store allowed for a wide range of content, including low-quality games and controversial titles. This indifferent attitude led to accusations that Valve prioritized profits over quality control and consumer protection. Further, Valve faced accusations of exploiting its audience. The frequent Steam sales and bundles encouraged players to buy large libraries of games they might never play. Many believe that these practices exploited the psychology of gamers, enticing them to spend money on games they didn't need. As we fast forward to the present day, Valve Corporation has been going through a transformation. In 2020, they finally released a new single-player game, Half-Life Alyx. While this game was met with acclaim for its groundbreaking VR gameplay, fans are still waiting for Half-Life Episode 3. Valve has also taken a step into the hardware market with the Steam Deck, a portable gaming device that allows players to carry their Steam libraries on the go. Today, Steam continues to be the dominant platform for PC gaming, with a massive user base and an extensive library. We can all agree that Valve Corporation's journey through the gaming industry has been nothing short of extraordinary. From the early days of Half-Life to the failed projects and controversies. The question that remains is, what's next for Valve? Are they going to continue pushing the boundaries of gaming and digital distribution, or do they have more surprises in store? As we look to the future, we can't help but wonder, what's Valve's next game changer, and what role will they play in the ever-evolving world of gaming? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. We love hearing from you. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on some of your favorite companies. And hit that bell icon so that you're notified every time we drop a fresh video. See you next time.